getting things back together like a rolling stone. We keep moving forward like limestone. We are everlasting, vintage, this delicious limestone. You know, I can't stop thinking about eating rocks. I like rock music. I'm the rock biter. It all adds up. If you're just showing up, you may be a little confused. But that's okay. We're all confused. What even me? You know, I've been alive for 500 million years. Because I'm also made of rocks. I'm a rock biter and I eat rocks. I'm pretty cannibalistic. It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross if you think about it. Who came up with the rock biter anyway? Seriously. You know, there's absolutely no technical difficulties going on, I promise.
What are you talking about, Rockbiter?
Yeah. This show is so funny, because most of it is fixing problems. Clicking on things and talking. Hey, everybody. And now, without further ado, yes, this is my face. Hello, Ange. Welcome. Hello, Vidre. Welcome to the show. I don't know what happened to my background. It was pretty trippy, man.
Hold on, guys. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be trippy. Dig it. Look at the background. It's like there's people jamming behind me. I'm stuck. Angie, I'm stuck. I'm like a groovy rock biter. You know what I'm saying? Most of the show should just be rock biter talking about marble and travertine and garnet and metamorphic rock. Because, you know, they're delicious. Every kind of rock is delicious, you know? Except for garnet. Garnet is disgusting. Garnet, I mean, I don't know. Garnet is the cilantro of rocks. Some people love it. Some people think it's the devil's work. I happen to think Satan is behind the creation of garnet. It's also Aristotle's Full Throttle's birthstone. Let's throw it to Aristotle Full Throttle as his birthstone. It's not even his birthday. But hey. Anyway, thanks for showing up. Make a comment, like the video, share the video, tell your friends. Gotta grow the show, you know what I mean?
Whoa. Hey, everybody. It's Aristotle Full Throttle here. Your bro in the know with the fro, yo. I'm excited to be here as always. I'm always excited to be here. Aren't you excited to be here? I'm excited to be here with you. Thank you for joining me. Pull up a coffee, pull up a chair, pull off your hair, let your hair down. Pull off your hair. Take your wig off, take your shoes off. Don't throw your shoes at anybody. This isn't Jerry Springer. This is Aristotle Full Throttle. Hey, guys, aren't you excited? There's going to be a new season of Mandalorian. Mandalorian Season 2. It's going to be on Disney+. Disney+, they got me, man. They got me for the year. I got a subscription because I got a free subscription through my phone carrier. If you have Verizon, you get a free year of Disney+, and they got me. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. Garlic? How do you eat anything? No, garnet. I think he's talking about garnet, but garnet is like the garlic of rocks. I disagree with the rock biter. I like garnet. It's my birthstone. I in fact will eat garnet from time to time. It's delicious. Put it inside your mojito. Some people just don't like cilantro. People don't like mojitos either because of the mint or whatever. I don't know. People can't drink mint. They have issues with mint. Look, here come the comments. The comments are going to start to pop into the feed here, and you can read them along with watching the show. So guys, keep making comments, keep sharing the video. We got to grow this show. Damn it. We're going to talk about current events. We're going to talk about things that are relevant to people's lives and hopefully impactful on some level. And guys, on Instagram, there is always a... Sorry, I got microphone issues. No, not those kind. Guys, let me just turn that up. Let me turn it up. Let's get turned to everybody. Veronica, you hate cilantro? How could you hate cilantro? It is the greatest thing ever when you put it, just drizzle it on your taco. People think cilantro tastes like cleaning products, but they're wrong. People think that garnet tastes like garlic. Candyland does. That's how it goes sometimes. So guys, we're going to grow the show to be the biggest show on the internet. I've decided. And once I get to 1 million subscribers, I'm going to shave my head or not. I have a caveat in there. I'm going to shave my face and head and eyebrows and everything. Or maybe I won't. That's the deal. Let's get to 1 million subscribers. Let's be like our friend on, what's that guy on, he just sits there, he's got a baseball cap on, and he just goes like this, woo, 1 million subscribers. And then he got 1 million subscribers, guys. I've lost 17 subscribers in the last 2 months. So whatever we're doing something. All right, guys. No, it's good. It's all good. We want to change the world in a positive way, in an exciting way, in a little tiny way. Not even really change the world. Just be like, hey, guys, let's make your day a little bit happier. Let's have you walk down the street with a hop in your step and a smile on your face. But don't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. You might trip. Okay, let's see what's going on in current events. And we're going to get to it. We're going to get to the Mandalorian trailer. Whoa, what's this?
Hey everybody, this is Carl Weathers with the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers Report. Not all the graphics are working today properly, but that's okay. This is the Aristotle Full Throttle program, and not all, it doesn't work properly. Let that be an analogy for life. We've got to train. We've got to train like I did in Los Angeles. Aristotle Full Throttle is doing that right now. He is training for the big leagues. One day, he will take over Stephen Colbert's job. He will be the new Colbert Report. Stephen Colbert can't do this forever. Aristotle Full Throttle Report. Yes, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but that's what we're trying to do here. Not make any sense whatsoever. It's going to be 76 degrees today. Cloudy skies. Unhealthy air quality due to the fires. You are breathing hazardous air because you are living on a planet that is burning due to global climate change that is being induced by man-made practices. So remember, just cut down on your carbon emissions, please. This has been the Carl Weathers Predators Weather Report. There's some things going wrong with my feed right now. But thank you, Carl Weathers, for the correspondence. The Carl Weathers Predators Weather Report. Yeah, Hurricane Sally is coming. Guys. Yeah, Carl Weathers did a roundhouse punch. He did a what do they call that? It's not a roundhouse punch. It's a hook. Carl Weathers gave Hurricane Sally a right hook right back into the ocean. Or a left hook. I don't know. Carl Weathers has his own punching practices. Trending in the news today, everybody. Let's do something that's relevant to your life and everyone's life out there on the show. We'll do that. We'll do that today. My birthday is exact month from now, Angie. Angie's birthday is 1 month from... Angie, happy pre-birthday. On a geologic scale, your birthday is basically now. My birthday, I've lived for 500 million years, so like, birthdays come and go really quick. I've had 500 million of them. I hope that your birthday is like pretty cool, man. Just like 1968.
I don't know what happened to my scene transitions, but I have got to fix everything. Let's see. Nope. Hey, this is Batman. I promise you I'm not Bruce Wayne. This is Batman. I have cheese nips on my bat suit as per requested by Hey Griff. The music is too loud in here. Robin, turn down your walkie, man. Do you use a walkie, man, Robin? This is the current highest status of technology, I promise you. I need to take a swig from my flask right now. What the heck? Where? Hey, Batman. Nice to see you. Okay, freeze. What is it that you want from me? I don't want anything, you know. I was just gonna say hello. This is the weather. We saw the weather report from the Carl Weathers. He's a very nice man, you know. I've seen him. Usually I call him a son of a bee. I know, I don't understand your relationship. It seems contentious, yet friendly at the same time. Yes, you know, it's not unlike our relationship. I'm your arch enemy, an arch nemesis. It's just me with my ice gun. I'll shoot you in your bat mask, but, you know, we'll still be friends. We'll have a picnic every now and then. We'll get together for a barbecue. But every now and then, Batman, I'm going to have to freeze you into a giant cube of ice. Alright. Sounds fine. Would you like a sip of brandy to warm up? I don't understand how this show is just not even. Am I affected by the air quality around here? You don't want to know, okay? So if you know, sometimes in the morning you blow your nose, right? And then sometimes in the morning you blow like soot out of your lungs. Soot just comes out of your face. It's gross. Guys, be careful. Don't contribute to climate change. Try to cut back as much as you can. We all live here. It's like if you have a roommate in a house and you've been living in the house for a while, but your roommate lets the dishes stack up, and then one day your whole sink is just stacked up to the ceiling with dishes, and you're like, we can't survive now because we have no more dishes. You got to just wash a dishes. Wash a dishes. Wash all of the dishes. Guys, if you put one dish in the sink, wash two. This is what I say, because that's a negative growth pattern. If everybody puts one thing in the sink, just wash two of those. Wash two more things every time. This is an analogy I'm creating, guys, for climate change. Just do like one thing. Separate your plastic. Maybe drive a hybrid. Hey Tatiana, what's up everybody? We're gonna go check out the news. The iPad Air, there's a new iPad coming out, everybody. How about that? The iPad Air, it's gotta have buttons on it. Push all of the buttons and it has a shiny screen on it. iPad Air. Is it made of air? No. What is the iPad Air? Let's see. Redesigned, metal chassis, new colors, 10.9 inches. Why has it gotta be 10.9? What's wrong with 11? What is wrong with 11, Apple? You almost made it. Liquid Retina display LCD. That sounds cool. Guys, is it me or is it just like the same thing over and over again? Are we just getting the same things over and over again? Like, for instance, I'm saying they're like the iPad. It's a new one. Remember the iPad that we came out with 10 years ago? Here's a new one. It's an iPad again. There's not been like any like major movements forwarded with this technology, I think. I think what we need is like a chip inside of our brain. Let's go talk to Bill Gates. I don't know why people just stick to Amazon Kindles. They are so much cheaper than iPads. Yeah. And basically you do the same thing, right? On a Kindle. that you do on an iPad? You watch YouTube all day? Am I right? I don't know if I'm right or not. Guys, if you are watching on any of the platforms, if you're watching on Twitter right now, like the tweet. It would be amazing if you did. It would actually show that people are watching the show. It would show support. There's a thing called putting $1 in the bucket first. If you put the dollar in the bucket, people are like, oh, well, let me put $1 in the bucket. You're prompting, you're priming. You're priming the pump of the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. And if you put a like on the tweet, if you like the video on YouTube, if you like the video, or you share the video on Twitch, people will watch. This is a known fact. It's my job to create something that's slightly humorous and somewhat entertaining, and hopefully we're doing that. I'm doing that. I should do that. All right, that was the top trend was iPad Air. Ooh, cool. Jedi is trending. Why is Jedi trending? Trump is a pedo is trending. Let's look at this. Trump is a pedo, meaning pedophile, I guess. Many people are saying Trump is a pedo because the evidence is overwhelming. See, I see what they did there. If you just say a thing like Trump just says things, he just says things over and over again, but he says many people are saying, or I have heard this. If you do this, it's called a factoid. A factoid is something that's thrown out in the media that's repeated over and over again, and it sounds true, because it definitely sounds true. If you just repeat it over and over again, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. People will make the association and stick with it. So Trump can say, like, Joe Biden is radioactive and causes cancer if you vote for him. If he says that, but he qualifies it with, like, some are saying, Trump I'm talking about. If Trump says some people say that Joe Biden will kill your family. If he qualifies it, he tries to like cover his ass, as it were, CYA. He tries to get out of any responsibility, but he says the thing, and then the thing goes in people's ears, and people's ears are dangerous to be inside of, because then it sticks to their brain. It sticks to their brain grapes, and then people say stupid. The people may not believe it, they may not think it's true, but they've heard it, and now they're familiar with it, and familiarity breeds contempt, actually. But if you say something over and over again, people will believe it's true, just like this will be the #1 show on the internet. Jedi. What do you guys think of that? I do like a Kindle. See, you're tubing. Exactly. Watching the YouTubes. That's what you do on the Kindles. Hey, Ange. Everybody's here. The gang is all here. We got the band back together. Let's all... Uh-oh. Okay, we're back to full throttle. My feed froze for a second, I'm sure. I can actually see when the feed is freezing, so I will try to freeze in real life and resume once the bandwidth has been remet. How's the sound, guys? Am I too loud? Am I not loud enough? Sometimes I think I sound like a... Sometimes it doesn't matter what I think I sound like. Okay, welcome back. Jim Cramer is trending. Jim Cramer calls Nancy Pelosi Crazy Nancy to her face, says he was imitating Trump. Not intimidating Trump. I've got a big mouth. Jim Cramer is a guy, and he's got a show too. If Jim Cramer has a show, we can have a show here, right? I feel like this show literally exists to promote this show. It's a meta show. Hey guys, tell your friends. Everybody will be watching. It's not a bad strategy, because I was watching that dude, what's his name? I'll find him. But he says, woo, 1 million subscribers. And all he did was that for like 2 years, and then he got 1 million subscribers, and I was like, this guy's content is terrible. I would like to think that we have memes and jokes that are going on here that are starting to build. Maybe. Maybe not. I've got to fix my... Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. It seems this dance party has been going on for 4 days, guys. Yeah.
Well, Batman, it's kind of a rave. Have you not ever been at a rave? We've taken like 15 things of ecstasy. I call them things of ecstasy. I'm not really an ecstasy fan, but
It seems you guys are tweaking out of your minds. Well, I don't do any of those things, but I do like to dance. Tube is glitching horribly. Sorry that YouTube is terrible. I noticed that YouTube is the worst feed. Jen, when you're downloading the feeds, I didn't record this one. Damn it. Download them off of Facebook. I've noticed Facebook, the audio doesn't drop out. It doesn't freeze up. If you can download it on Facebook or Twitter when you edit the videos. But okay. I have a second generation one right now, so I think that one's over 10 years old, and third generation fire. Yeah. You gotta have a Kindle. Can't light a candle to a Kindle. Guys, in about 8 minutes, we gonna watch the Mandalorian trailer. Let me download it first. How about that? I'm gonna download the trailer. I think this is it. Is this on Disney? Yeah, this is on StarWars.com, so that should be the right trailer, right? Guys, what do you think about Joe Biden? Do you think we should freeze Joe Biden until... Wait, what? Yeah, I think it is a good idea if we freeze Joe Biden into a giant cube of ice and then thaw him out for the election, or maybe even thaw him out for the inauguration so we can keep him going like a Winter Soldier type of deal. I think that's a terrible idea, Freeze. I think what we should do is keep him asleep. Just tell him to take a nap and we'll wake him up when it's all over. Joe Biden is old. I fear for Joe Biden. I hope he stays alive, guys. There's a popping sound when you switch between the images. Uh-oh. You know what? I don't know what's going on there. I might have to... Sorry for the popping sound. Here, I'm going to fix this. Let me try to fix this. Because there should be a stinger. Let me find one. Vidjos. Well, that won't open, will it? Give me a minute, guys. Oh, I know why. Because the files that... See, guys, when you have the iCloud situation, the files, when you walk away for a couple of days, they just go back up into the cloud, and then my program can't access them because they're not readily available locally. And this is very exciting news. This is very exciting to everybody who's interested. So this is what happened. This is what happened. These files are not local anymore, and now I have to re-download them. Thank you, iCloud. Thanks, Obama.
See, I just re-downloaded the transition, and now it works. Actually, I didn't. Aristotle Full Throttle did. Dig it. How about that for a popping sound?
Thanks, Obama. All right, I'm downloading oh, I can't download it? Come on. Let me download this. If anybody can send me a link to the new trailer, I will. This is so much fun. Let's see what else is in the news that I can make fun of. Let's just make fun of things, okay, shall we? Let's make jokes about real people. Not real people. Public figures. People who have... See, if you put yourself as a public figure, you actually opened yourself up for ridicule. I always say that too. If you go on a stage, you also have the right to be booed off the stage. You also have to suffer that. Be open to that. I'm fully open to that. I'm ready to get booed off the stage. I can't wait. Is that much better? I figured it out, Jen. Thank you for being a technical, being on the technical side and helping out with that. You're the engineer of the show. Who's talking about sobriety? I am perfectly functional as a superhero. I'm, in fact, the most dangerous human on Earth. I am, of course, talking about me. I'm Batman. That's me. Here. Open. Thank you for the link. Thank you for the link, Jen. I'm going to download it right now. I'm going to try to download it right now, and then we're going to try to watch it. And then we're going to try to make fun of it. Actually, I'm excited. You guys might have watched it already. I haven't watched it yet. I saved these things because I want to experience them with you. Me and you together. It's going to be fun. I'm trying to download the thing. And, oh, there it is. Oofa. The music cut out. Interesting. Okay. Okay, let's try and watch this, shall we? Look, whoa, I'm Batman all of a sudden. All right. Guys, this is... I'm so good at this, I promise. VLC Media Player. Okay, there it is. All right. It's taking up the whole screen. That looks like a planet to me. All right. We're 2 minutes away from watching this. And we're going to be... I'm going to watch it. Let me just test the sound. Make sure. Yeah, there's sound good. Okay. We're going to make fun of one more thing in the news, and then we're going to watch this trailer. Part of the show, the first part of the show, is we make fun of the news. If you've been watching, let's make fun of the news. Everybody does that. Look, you've got John Oliver, you've got Stephen Colbert, you've got Jimmy Kimmel, you've got Jimmy Fallon, and you've got Jimmy James, and Jimmy James Cordova. What's up, Jimmy James? Yeah. And me. Just as good. And if not better. If Hollywood is watching. Let's make fun of the news. That's the name of this portion of the program. It's just Jim Cramer calls Nancy Pelosi Crazy Nancy. Listen, Crazy Nancy... I don't know. Is Nancy crazy, though? Nancy Pelosi is a little bit old. Just like our friend Joe Biden. He's a little bit old. These people are wonderful. Are they wonderful people? Listen, Nancy Pelosi is not a saint, okay? But she does a good job. She does a decent job at what she's doing. But she's not, she's not perfect. She's not everything we ask for, but she does a good job. She at least holds people accountable. She talks to people. She addresses the fact that the president is crazy. Hey, Ashoka Tano. What's up? I loved you in Star Wars. Thank you for joining us in the chat room. Right now, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The time has come to stop making fun of the news because the news is boring today. Except I'm glad that Breonna Taylor's family is going to get paid $12 million because at the very least, that police station needs to reform and figure out. The Louisville, Kentucky police station is paying out the family of Breonna Taylor $12 million, which is like, you can't replace your family member. You can't replace the fact that the system is broken. But, I'm glad that the family is being monetarily compensated at the very least. It's the very least they could do. It's horrible what they did. It's horrible that they went to her house not even for the right reasons. It's insane. And they end up murdering her. But we're here today, and we can keep her memory alive, and we can keep the idea alive that we do need to reform the police departments. We do need to have more social work. We need more outreach to talk to people and treat people like human beings first. Let's do that, shall we? That's the message of this show. Don't be a dick. All right, let's watch this trailer. Guys, I'm excited for Season 2 of The Mandalorian. I want to see some more Baby Yoda. I want to see some more Mandalorian. I want to see maybe even the Darksaber. What about you, Ashoka Tano? We're going to watch this trailer together. Let's get ready for it. And watching now. There's a planet with Jupiter with Earth in the background. That's what it is.
Nice engine.
Ooh, it's fritzy and the back cargo bay is open. Something's up. Someone's doing some throat singing. Cool. Show us shot really well. Uh-oh, what's his own kind? Yoda's? Bantha! Bantha Poodoo. Chills.
Tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called Jedi.
Mandalorian Michaels. What's...
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to
Jedi.
a race of enemy sorcerers?
Yeah, it's some bull.
This is the way.
That's the answer for everything. What is the way, bro? That baby is cute. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. Dutch.
You know this is no
Dylan.
place for a child.
Oh, this looks like high intensity action.
Wherever I go, he goes.
The child.
So I've heard.
Cyclops. Whistling birds. Oh, he... Nice. Baby Yoda was like, I ain't even gonna mess with this.
This is the way.
That was the way, bro. He just took care of... Do-do-do-do. He just took care of that Darth Maul looking SOB. Hey, Donnie Coulter. Thanks for loving the show and X-Wings. Thank you for tuning in. I was surprised. Guys, what did you find most surprising about that? Shall we watch again? It's only 2 minutes. We might as well. I'm going to go through it bit by bit. What planet is that other than a gas giant, it looks like? And then there's that planet in the background. I did see you. Thanks, Donnie Coulter, for the words of encouragement. I appreciate you showing up every day and letting us know that you're watching. You stay safe, and I love X-Wings too, Donnie Coulter. Now, the ship, guys, did you see that? The ship looked like it was busted up. Something going on with the ship. He needs to get it fixed. He can't just go to Amy Sedaris anymore to get that ship fixed. Now there's some throat singing in the background. Throat singing is pretty cool. It's called multiphonic singing. You know.
Yeah, man, we learn about all kinds of musical things on the Aristotle Full Throttle show, and throat singing is one of them. Lots of Zen Buddhists do that type of multiphonic singing. The reason it's called multiphonic is because you can produce a bass or a fundamental tone and shape your mouth and throat in such a way that the third and the fifth also resonate and create a chord in your one vox. In your mouth and throat, you can create 3 tones. It's actually pretty dope. Multiphonic throats. Something like that.
What's happening?
Show me the one safety deemed such destruction.
Now, there you go. There goes the child.
You must reunite it
Look, they're in Detroit.
with its own kind.
Now, there's a bantha and a sand person.
This you must
They're like, hey, you guys remember Star Wars?
determine.
Now there's ice. There's ice. There's ice to see ice. There's ice here. There's really ice to see. Arnold, you need more puns, which you seem to just rely on that pun.
The songs of eons past tell of battles between.
Oh, there goes the
Mandalore
little
Great
baby. We like
and
that
an
little
order of
baby so much.
sorcerers called Jedi.
There's like, oh, these fishmen, they work at the docks. That makes sense. The squid face guys. Johnny used to work on the docks.
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
See, they're talking about Jedis, which is cool. Now they're gonna bring in the
This
Jedi.
is the way.
They gotta bring in the Jedi to Star Wars, but I like the idea that you don't need them, like in Rogue One. But you know, you gotta have them. You don't need them, but you gotta have them. Now, how much are we loving this Baby Yoda?
You know this is no place for a child.
This is no place for a child. Detroit?
Wherever I go, he goes.
Oh, look, it's Gamorrean guards.
So I've heard.
There's so many of the same things they keep recycling. Whistling birds. You know what those are, guys. Remember season 1 when he shot them and then they went everywhere and he got all the bad guys? Well, that's what he's about to do again because he's got reloaded. And Baby Yoda's like, I'm out. I don't want to get hit with no stray whistling bird. Ouch. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ow. Ow. Ooh. That was not unlike... That's what happened. Look, that guy's got... He looks like a... I don't know, Stegosaurus or something. Lucky that was the spot that would kill him, because you never know with alien anatomy where their heart is.
It's the way.
October 30th. That's almost Halloween. Are you excited? I'm pretty excited. Looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know. It didn't really... Do you think they kept Gina Carano out of there on purpose on the trailer? Because there's some Gina Carano controversy going on. Speaking of controversy, you guys have been blowing up the Discord with some really interesting conversation. And if you guys are not on the Discord, subscribe to my Patreon. Patreon.com/AristotleFullThrottle. Patreon.com/AristotleFullThrottle. Go there, subscribe, and pledge $1 a month, $2 a month, $10 a month, $157 a month to Aristotle Full Throttle, and you can get exclusive access to the Discord chat room and have conversations. And I'm going to have like a watch party every now and then. It'll be fun, at least once a month. We'll watch movies together on there, and we'll make fun of the movies also. And guess what? You're going to win something. If you subscribe on YouTube and or Twitch, once I get to 10,000, 10,000 is the magic number. That's when I will give away a PS5. Give it to you. I will give you one. A lucky subscriber. And what by me lucky, what I mean by that is that you will have commented on almost every video. You will have watched almost every video that I have on my channel, which is a lot. If you comment a lot, if you show up all the time, and there are some people who show up all the time, if you are like them, you are in the running to win this. There will be a top 10, and maybe I'll have a random drawing of that top 10. So join that top 10. Be a part of that top 10. Do it. Go ahead. Whoa! Music is so loud. An Austrian accent inside of the cup. Yes, that is something strange to behold. Oh, Clarice Starling. Yes, it's Clarice Starling. It sure is. Hello, Clarice. Would you like some tea with me? I will not like that, Dr. Lecter. That is something that I would not like. Okay, fine. Nobody wants to have tea with me. I promise I won't eat your liver. Cool. We do random stuff here. It's fun. What else is going on, guys? You guys had a really interesting conversation going on in the Discord. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My feed dropped. What happened here? Is my feed still going? What happened here? Okay, well, my feed is still going. I can't see it, though. I cannot. Is my feed still going? This is kind of amazing. Okay, well, my feed is still going. I can't see it, though. I can hear myself, though. Okay, great. Well, we're just going to do the show blind. It'll be great. There'll be no more fun stuff for the rest of the remaining 18 minutes, because for some reason I can't see my desktop on display 1. What? Okay. Well, we're flying blind here. It's fun. I'm going to tell you a story, though, about pertaining to the conversation that's been going on in the Discord. Thank you guys for hanging through these weird, like, technical difficulties. One day I'll have a guy on the side of the show. I don't know what happened. Edge, the window, my OBS has completely disappeared. I can't see it anywhere. It says that it's still running, but I can't see it. And the stream. Uh-oh. So, in the Discord we were talking about, I saw that you were talking about weird, inappropriate relationships. There's a TV show coming out where a female teacher has a inappropriate relationship with a student. Now, I've got a story for you guys about that. And it's like, I kind of don't want to, this is public news anyway, but my high school, I have a friend from high school, and she was our class president in my high school. And this is public knowledge. I'm not like calling them out on this, but they were in the newspaper for being a teacher who had an inappropriate relationship with a student. This was my class president in my high school. But about 5 years ago, she was teaching in some school in Queens. And you ain't heard this from me. No, something's going on here. All my things are broken. Here, guys on Instagram. Let's flip the screen. It's just me now. It's just me and you. And the reason I bring up that story is because you guys were so insightful. Will, if you're watching the replay, I saw your comments, your insightful thoughts on the subject. But it is a double standard. Women do often get glorified as the teacher or the person in power or the person in the authoritative position. They often get glorified for that. And if they're seducing a young man, and if it's the other way around, the situation is like scorned upon. And what is the double standard there? Why is it that way? Why is it that male victims who are young are kind of given a high five for that, but female victims who are of the same age, who are approached by teachers inappropriately, are I don't know. What's the double standard there? Let's talk about that. Have you tried unplugging it? Well, Angie, that's the IT crowd. Have you tried turning it off and on again? I could turn OBS off and on again right now. What will happen is the feed will fail, and I don't want to fail the feed on you. I want to keep this all together. I want to keep it going for the next however long it takes, guys. I'm here for the long haul. And you guys are awesome for being here too. Every day we get like a new follower, and if you're a new follower today, subscribe. If you're watching this show silently without participating, that's okay too. You could just listen, have me on in the background. Just like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps. It really does. It helps grow. And Ashoka Tano, let's talk to you about your role in The Mandalorian. If you guys have anything to say. Your 7th grade teacher, I have a few stories. Oh no, Angie. Yeah. I feel like there's sometimes this happens. People have inappropriate situations, guys. You got to be appropriate. There's a time for flirting, and it's not with minors. Ever. Don't do that. Please don't. Particularly if you are in a position of authority. Now, it gets a little weirder and gray if you're like in grad school, then there's a grad school teacher's assistant, and then it's like ethically maybe weird and gray, but you should be appropriate. I recommend that. I highly do. What else? Now, Ahsoka Tano. Yeah, this is creeping me out, guys. Don't get those creepy teachers. I had a creepy teacher in high school named Mr. Morrison. He was horrible. He was an Episcopal priest. He's a horrible human being. I hope he's watching. You could tell him I said that. He's a terrible person. I don't like him. I remember the first day I was one of 4 males in this class. It was my English class in 10th grade. And he would just talk to the girls in the class and tell them how pretty they were. And it made everybody feel gross. Because we were like 14 or 15 or 16. And he's talking about all the pretty girls in his class. And we were just like, dude, you need to stop. But we just were so creeped out by this dude. Mr. Morrison. Mr. John Morrison of Bayshore. Episcopal priest. Horrible person. I hope he's dead. He might be dead. I don't hope he's dead. I hope he's still alive so that he can hear this. He's a really gross person. I say this because he did this thing where I couldn't overcome an initial opinion he had of me. So the first day of school, I remember, the first day I had him, he had asked me if I had a family member by this certain name. And this family member has the same last name as me, and he had that family member several years before me, and that family member had failed his class and got into trouble and stuff like that. I am very different than this family member, but he put me in the same category as this person because I am related by name. So from that day forward, he treated me as if I were the same as this other person, and I couldn't be any further from this person. So it was really stressful to be like a kid in a situation where you were just constantly being underestimated by a dude who you could clearly tell was a lot dumber than you. I didn't like that. There was a time in school where I realized that the teachers didn't have all the answers, that they were just full-grown idiots, a lot of them. A lot of your teachers are stupid. A lot of your teachers are really hardworking and good people and should be paid twice as much as they're being paid at the very least. However, some teachers are just full-grown idiots. I think those teachers ought to be called out. Some teachers are good. Good teachers, good people, good supportive. And they teach you a lot. My mom's a teacher. She's a teacher for many years, decades. Wonderful teacher. She taught us kids well. At home and in school. And does a good job. She was a good mom. But there are some people who are just terrible people. Named John Morrison, Episcopal priest, also an English teacher in Bayshore. He's so dumb, guys. He was dumb but pretended to be smart. Let me just go off on this guy a little bit. He went to a school. I think he went to Dartmouth, and he would constantly say that he went to Dartmouth, and I went to Dartmouth, and I was like, yeah, but you're dumb, you know? And I was like, why are you so dumb? But you were always bragging about your education. I had another teacher named Michael Friedman, who was my chemistry teacher in high school, and I hope he's still alive and thriving. But Michael Friedman was a wonderful teacher, extremely funny guy, extremely intelligent guy. Also started that high school the same year that my English teacher started teaching. So they both started teaching the same year. So they knew each other from like 30 years before that. They'd been both teaching in the same classrooms in the same building for 30 years. And Mike Friedman, chemistry teacher, would fill us in about Mr. Morrison sometimes because he hated Mr. Morrison because he shared my same opinion that Mr. Morrison is an idiot. And he did not hide that opinion. So he shared with us kids in our honors advanced placement chemistry class. He said, oh yeah, Mr. Friedman always goes on. Mr. Friedman shared with us about Mr. Morrison. He said, Mr. Morrison, the English teacher, goes on and on about his education at Dartmouth. But let me tell you, when he first started here 30 years ago, the same year I started here, he would brag about how he graduated Dartmouth with the lowest possible grade you can have in order to graduate. Just supporting my theory that Mr. Morrison is an idiot. It's not even a theory. It's the truth. He's a dummy, and I don't like him. He's a chauvinist. He was inappropriate. And he graduated Dartmouth with the lowest possible grade you could have in order to graduate. And I am disseminating that information for everyone who cares. K. Griff says, when I taught, I got the point where I ate lunch in my car and listened to part of a podcast because I couldn't stomach the conversations in the teacher's lounge. The worst teachers ate there. Yes, K. Griff, thank you for your service as a teacher, and thank you for avoiding getting sucked into the terrible spiral that some people can have in the teacher's lounge. I remember when I was a kid. Here's a little side note about Mr. Friedman. Mr. Friedman, my high school chemistry teacher, my mom also had him as a chemistry teacher in high school. That's how long he taught there. Pretty neat. And we sat in the same chair. I sat in the same seat as my mom with Mr. Friedman. Yeah, you don't want to get mixed up in those conversations. I remember when I was a kid in the teacher's lounge, I would pass by it when I was a kid, and you could smell the smoke and coffee when you walked past it as a kid. Now, you could smoke inside when I was a kid. It was 1903, and you could smell the smoke and you could smell the coffee. I'm going to tell you about that my high school class president who got arrested for having an inappropriate relationship with one of her students in Queens. I was friends with her in high school, and she would always talk about how hot the teachers were. She'd be like, I like that teacher, I like this teacher, I like that teacher. And I was like, don't you like any of the students? Any of the people our age? Don't you like anybody? So apparently she had some kind of predilection, predisposition, a philia for a teacher power dynamic. And she acted out on that as an older person. That's my conjecture anyway. I'm no Dr. Grande, but I'll tell you, that guy, he knows things. He's a really good psychologist. You guys should check out his channel, Dr. Grande. That's my breakdown. In retrospect, I'm like, oh, she only ever talked about how much she liked teachers. Like, in an attractive way. Weird. K. Griff. We're just having our coffee, hanging out. I can't see the feed, so we're just flying by the seat of our hair. Blurred Word says, yes, Angie, kids are petty. Yeah, I'm telling you, 7th grade teacher who is a diabolical and a tad rapey. Yeah, Angie, here's the thing. here's a thing to watch out for. A lot of people put themselves in a position of a job where they can have access to people who are of their predatory like prey. Predators, this is what I'm trying to say. People who are predators will put themselves often in a position where they can have access to the people that they prey upon. That is, like Michael Jackson putting a frickin' amusement park on his front lawn. Now, Michael Jackson, a 40-year-old man at the time, putting an amusement park on his front lawn and having kids sleep over is, again, a person who is a pedophile putting themselves in a situation where they can have access to people who they can groom and prey upon. Horrible. Yeah, so I'm sorry, Angie, about your 7th grade teacher. That is awful. Some of us are just trying to get through childhood unscathed, and we don't need, some of us are still trying to get through childhood, and we don't need that kind of stress. You had a target on your back because your mom was a union board member who used to teach there, so my principal was always looking to write me up for something. Yeah, that's the thing, K-Griff. I'll tell you, when I was a case manager, people are just always looking to write you up for something, because guess what? Here's the problem. People have a job, right? They're like, I have been promoted to manager. Now, what does a manager do? A manager has to manage a program, and it doesn't look like I'm managing a program unless I'm calling people out for bullshit. Sometimes people don't understand their position of manager, and they think that being a manager means writing people up, and means getting people in trouble, and means giving you too much work and mismanaging and not understanding interpersonal dynamics. Management should feel like it's actually improving the situation. Management should assuage any tensions or problems that are going on in your workplace. However, there are people, again, who will put themselves in a position of power or authority because they like to abuse it. And if people become promoted to management positions and power positions and positions of authority, a lot of times they'll just wield their power unequivocally and indiscriminately, and it's a problem. They suck. Those people suck. And sorry you had to deal with that. Those people suck. Your principal targeted your mom too, to the point where she transferred. My mom was nominated for Teacher of the Year. That's the best you can do, If you can just take yourself out of that situation, it'll save you a lot of stress from fighting pointlessly. I don't believe in having fights that don't lead to a resolution. Some people like to just fight. I've experienced in my life some people who will just argue with you for the sake of arguing, and that they don't have any other reason they just enjoy getting riled up. They just enjoy making a fight. They enjoy starting fights. I'm not that guy. If we're going to fight, we're going to resolve something. If you've got a problem, I'll solve it. Where were you a case manager? Case manager for what? Condyland asks. I was a case manager in Bayshore, and I was a case manager for folks with mental illness and substance abuse issues, and I helped link them with public services. And so, for instance, I don't necessarily want to call out that agency. They're a good agency on Long Island. However, I didn't like the management there. The person who ran the program was one of those people. There were supervisors that were really good and let you do your work and let you do your work well, but there were supervisors who would just pull you out and just be like, okay, we'll be looking at all of your things and you forgot to dot this I and cross this T and press this button. So therefore, we're going to we're going to give you a write-up. And they were never really concerned with the actual welfare of the clients because they're in management and they're not doing the outreach. So if you're a case manager, you're actually one-on-one with your clients and you're actually working with that person and you're like, okay, let me make sure that you have your medicine. Let me make sure that you have access to the things you need. Let me make sure you have enough food, that you have a good support network, that you are able to make it to your appointments. This is my job as the case manager. Yet the people in management and supervising are like, did you make that phone call, and it's like, well, yeah, I made that phone call. Well, you didn't write it down. It's like, I didn't write it down yet because it's been 20 minutes. So get all the way off my back about that. It was very frustrating. So they just care about like seeing the notes and seeing that the notes are in order because they get audited and they get pressure from other people to make sure that all of the things are audited so that they can get paid, the program can get paid. But I just didn't like the way sometimes it was run. Unfortunately, those programs don't operate in a way that retains people who really make a difference. Well, thank you, K. Griff. It's true. Those jobs last about 1.5 to 2 years because you get burnout. You get compassion fatigue and you get burnout because there's so much pressure coming from all directions. And there are people who are genuinely in need of It's funny. People are all different. Now, even people with diagnoses, such as mental illness, some mental illness diagnoses, and or substance abuse problems, some people can be in incredibly dire straits and be totally calm. They're like losing their house. They don't have any food. They don't have anything. And they're just like, yeah, my world is falling apart. And then there are some people who just invite drama into their life constantly. I strive not to be someone who invites drama. I would like to be zen with y'all. Yes, Candyland, I agree with you. If you want to know what people's true character, just give them a little power up. Yep. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. I believe Maya Angelou said that. Or it could have been Fred Savage. I don't remember. I don't watch the Wonder Years anymore. What would you do if I sing out of tune? I don't know. I don't know the song. I just thought I would play that part. What am I, Joe Cocker? How did you know I was going to sing the theme song? Candyland, inside my brain. That's the only part I know, and I just decided that that's what it was, because I don't know the song. I've never played it before. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm sorry that I had technical issues today, but it wouldn't be the Aristotle Full Throttle program if there were no technical issues, would it? But you guys... Candyland knows me. But you guys watch the show, you know me, you're fans. Remember to like the videos, share the videos if you can. This is a fun time. It's a fun hangout. It's a nice little reprieve from life. Hopefully you're not wondering what's going to happen next. I hope, if there's one thing I live for, it's to bring a smile to people's faces. Maybe I should work on that more in therapy, but I need for everyone to be happy and to smile. And I appreciate it when you guys do that. So yeah, keep on smiling, keep on trucking, be good, do good like Superman does good, and be good like Superman be good. That show gave you anxiety, The Wonder Years? Yeah, it was a lot. K. Griff says for some reason that show gave you anxiety. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of teen angst and a lot of problems going on in that show. But I like the show. I like it. What should we go out on here? Let's pick our favorite song. What would you do if a sing out of two? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Yes. Guys, you gotta sing in pitch because I won't be able to tolerate it. If not, my ears will hurt. I will bleed from my ears. It's not something I will be able to survive. I will stand up and walk out on you. No, I don't care. You guys can sing in whatever pitch you want. You can march to the beat of your own drummer. You can do all of these things. Just don't be a dick. Be nice. Be kind. Do all that you can do. Be all that you can be. But, join the army. Don't join the army unless, you know, we have to defend our way of life. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm Aristotle, full throttle, your bro with the fro, and y'all are the best. You know, it's true. It sure is. That's right. I'm gonna keep going until I don't know what happens, and I'm gonna have to restart my computer right after this. Okay, bye.